Each year, the rice crop in Louisiana produces two harvests. Harvest of the second or Ratoon crop is underway right now.
And the yields have been underwhelming to say the least. As TWILA's Neil Melancon tells us, after years of reduced yields and low prices in Louisiana, an average crop like this one is not good news.
This crisp fall day is perfect for this rice harvesting. As this combine is making its way through the field in Vermilion Parish, the golden rice stands in contrast to the blue skies. A nearby ditch, though, reveals a problem. The rain that we've seen this season has affected this year's rice crop. Alan McLean Jr. says those golden rice heads aren't what they could be.
So far, the yields are probably where they need to be, maybe a little lighter. It would also, any extra would also be very well needed with us.
In Crowley, Farm Bureau's rice marketing specialist Mark Tall is working on the numbers for this season. What he's seeing so far for rice in Louisiana is disappointing.
Well, it's having a major effect on our farmers. They're really going to be short financially. Without the help of assistance, it's going to be hard for these guys to make it. They are struggling as we speak.
This is the Ratoon, or second crop of rice being harvested this year south of Abbeville. McLean says the first round saw lower than expected yields as well.
Between all of the weather that going through for the growing period, hurricane, couple heavy rain events, it just kind of didn't allow the rice to flower and yield like we were expecting. Everything was, I don't know, 10 to 20% off, maybe not that much, maybe a little more in some areas.
Rice prices are higher than last year, but it's not enough to make up for the loss in yield farmers are already facing. McLean said he and other growers are already looking ahead to next year.
Next year out of the rice crop, it'd probably be I'm not saying an abundant crop, but maybe give us a little breathing room in the crop where we can actually see good yields, we can see a good milling product, a good product. We always want to see higher prices, but if we can produce the best product we can, just give us all a little breathing room. It's a very tough market out there for us.
In the meantime, the McLeans are just trying to keep their family farm running. Alan McLean Sr. has been in it 40 years and is hoping it'll be around for years to come. Rice farmers with significant market losses will qualify for the Price Loss Coverage Program, or PLC, under the new Farm Bill. However, the higher market prices this year means that the PLC will not offer much aid, even though those yields are down. McLean described the program as little more than a Band-Aid that might keep some farmers afloat. Guys, the real story here is when you go out to the McLean properties. Number one, it's not all their property. They're tenant farmers like many farmers in Louisiana. Right there from their fields, you can see those tall sugarcane plants growing on the fields nearby. It's not just that it's an average year for rice, it's that it's year after year of bad prices for rice, and a lot of those landowners are looking at the returns on sugar, and they're thinking, we need to make a change. And McLean said some are good, some landowners, they'll never grow any other crop other than rice on those lands, but the economics are starting to wear down. And so average, maybe even a good year might not be enough to bring them back up and may take some of that rice out of production.
I was about to say, it also depends on soil types too, right?
Well, I was going to say, I'm guessing too that when you talk about farmers doing rotations with crawfish will only bring you so far if you've got bad rice prices, right?
That's right, yeah. The economics almost this past year made crawfish a more valuable product than rice, and it was a necessity. It is a necessity. The McLeans also do grow crawfish out there, but it's just bad times for them.
And that's what happens whenever you have outside markets really controlling the price you get. Thank you very much, Neil Melancon.